Here now is retired acting ICE Director and Fox News contributor Tom Homan. Tom, good morning to you. Let's talk about problem and then solution. Here's problem. Take a look at the Rio Grande Valley. I mentioned some of these numbers, but this is in particular the Rio Grande Valley 2020 to 2021. This year, almost 48,000 encounters. A year ago, 17,000. As I look through, Tom, the various sectors, the Rio Grande Valley's up, what is that, 175%? Yuma, by the way, up massively. How is it, and by the way, all border sectors up across the board, but some more so than others. How is it that the illegal immigrants focus on some areas, or why in some areas versus others?
Well, look, the criminal cartels pay attention to the Border Patrol resource and where they're at. And let me set something straight. The 173,000, that may be an accurate number on encounters, but that's not the total number of illegal crossings to the United States. One thing this administration is doing, they're playing a shell game. They'll say, okay, the numbers went down from 212 to 180. Yeah, the number of arrests went down, but the number of gotaways increased. Because what the Border Patrol is doing, like they did in Yuma last week, they had so many people crossing the border in Yuma that there wasn't any Border Patrol agents on the line. They're all processing people, and when they do that, more people will come across in gotaways. So let me be clear. Less encounters means more gotaways. And you talk to Border Patrol agents on the ground, they'll tell you that. So the numbers are not decreasing. You're talking about 1.8 million encounters under President Biden. You add to that over 400,000 gotaways, Will, we're talking about 2.2 to 2.3 illegal entries under this president on purpose, because they have purposely unsecured this border.
So, Tom, you and I both mentioned Yuma, by the way. It's worth putting that to numbers. A year ago, it was something like 1,000 encounters in Yuma. It's up above 20,000. It's up 2,000% in that sector. But I want to focus on Texas for just a moment, Tom. So Governor Abbott says the state is going to take over building some sections of the border wall. Now, I believe he said they can start with a 1.7-mile stretch that the state owns, land that the state owns. What will Texas be able to accomplish, either through private land or state-owned land, in recreating the border wall? How patchwork, what will that look like, Tom?
Look, for every mile of wall they put up, lives are saved, and there'd be less illegal immigration, less illegal drug flow. Look, Texas is going to use their land so they can build this wall. They're using the same model the Trump administration used, so they can build it on their own land, no problem. They also have ranchers donating land because they're sick of this, what's going on. But another thing we need to be reminded of is that the federal government seized a lot of Texas land and rancher land last year to build a wall under eminent domain. Now, since this administration has chosen we're not going to build that wall, then that land needs to be returned to the ranchers, needs to be returned to the state of Texas, so we can build a wall. Another thing I noted when I was watching what's unfolding down there is you got tens of millions of materials sitting on the ground being rotting that the taxpayers already paid for. But they won't sell it to Texas to put the money back in the taxpayer coffers. They're going to let it sit there and rot. Taxpayer purchase materials while the governor has to buy new materials to build his wall. This is just a ridiculous strategy from this administration to let that happen.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Texas apparently is using the same contractor as well. So the same contractor could pick up the same supplies and start building again on Texas land, but no, you must buy new supplies. Tom Homan, thanks for like always for putting it into context for us.
Thanks for having me, Will.
All right, Pete.